good people? Welcome to another episode of Anything But with the JumpOff Live crew. Myself, Johnny Dangerous, that dude named Dave, JD, Jeff Smith, and you hear the word special used very loosely all the time. But tonight, for real, we have a very special guest in the house. I've always wanted to do this because I've attended this gentleman's shows on numerous occasions, and I always felt like they could have done a better job at edifying my brother right now. So this is an opportunity that I've looked forward to doing for a very long time, folks. So bear with me on this. Ladies and gentlemen, winner of the nationwide Shaq All-Star Comedy Competition, featured roles in the Fox TV series Rail, featured on Xfinity's Defender commercial with former Bears linebacker Brian Urlacher. He's loved by the troops as he's done live comedy shows in Frankfurt, Germany. Wildcat has given back to the community to include churches. Folks, I can go on and on, but let me get out the way. Chicago's very own, Harvey World's finest, my friend to the end, Mr. Brian Wildcat Smith.
Hey. I love it.
How you introduce somebody.
That's how you introduce somebody that's still alive, too.
I know, right?
It was a eulogy right there, wasn't it? Check my pulse while he was saying it.
Yeah, man, I've always wanted to do that, man. Attended so many of your shows, man, and some people do a decent job, man. I always say, man, if I ever had the chance, even if I wasn't hosting the event, if I could just step up there and introduce Wildcat, this is how I would do it, man. So tonight I fulfilled, I guess, one of my fantasies, Pauls, if you will, just by introducing.
Ooh, fantasies.
Hey, yeah, man, we're going to take that statement for what it really is. Okay? We know your intentions, brother, and there is no malice or confusion in your words.
I'm glad you know. I needed everybody else to know this tuning in. So, folks, again, this is the show Anything But, where we talk about anything but what makes our guest, who's Wildcat tonight, famous. And Wildcat is definitely famous. He's definitely famous. So what I would like to do at this time, I like Wildcat just to give us a little background about himself. And once he does that, after you do that, Wildcat, that's it, man. Like no more of what makes you famous. We're going to talk about you. We're going to ask you questions about you so that the world can get to know not just Wildcat, but Brian Smith. That's what our platform is here tonight. Just to sit back. This is a real laid back show. We love to have fun on here, man. And we like to get to know our guests personally. So this is that opportunity. Just give us a quick rundown of your background, anything you want to share before we get the show cracking.
I've been doing comedy 20 years, been acting, started in the speech team, proud parent, man, just a humble dude. I love the Most High, I love a good cup of water. I love my family more than I love comedy. And that sometimes get in the way of comedy, man. But I'm a proud man of the Most High. And I love to laugh and enjoy life, man. From Chicago now, living in LA. And I'm not sure why I'm still here. But the tacos are almost as good as the ones I get in downtown Harvey. So I'm just gonna wait it out.
Man, they got some good tacos out there. I've been out there in LA, man. And just for everybody that's tuning in, I've been knowing Wildcat ever since I was a kid, man. We grew up in the wild hundreds, man. He tight friends with my uncles and became a friend of mine. I remember I don't know if Wildcat remembers this, but when I was in junior high, I was having some difficulties with math. I consider myself a pretty smart guy, but I don't know if I was doing trigonometry or something like that. And Wildcat has always been known to be a smart guy as well. So, I walked right across the street. Wildcat lived right across the street. Walked over his house. to get some tutoring, and he happened to be in the bathroom at the time. I forget who let me in the house. So I sat down and I'm waiting for Wildcat to come out the bathroom. While I'm in there, this dude, he's so entertaining, even when he's not trying to be. I don't even know if he knew I was there yet, but he was in the bathroom. I don't know if you remember this. He was taking a number 2. We talk about those sort of things on the show, but he was taking a number 2, and I remember the song he was singing. He was like, I'm doodling. You remember that? You remember that, Wildcat?
That was an original cover song that I was creating in the moment.
An original cover. The irony.
Glad you got that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but he inspired me later on to join the speech team and drum team just because of his comedic flair, and I always admired him. I admired him for helping us out in the community. We helped each other out in the community by whatever way we could. And then, just from him being so intelligent and funny, man, in school. And so that inspired myself to join the speech team. I've always admired him, man. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story real quick, man.
I appreciate that. I wish my landlord was watching this right now. You need to hear all this, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying.
This is $17 off the rent, right?
Right.
Your landlord would appreciate this now?
Huh?
I said your landlord would appreciate this right now?
I want him to hear it, okay? That way if I'm a little late, they can just say, hey, you see, people love me, man.
Right.
There's some substance I'm glad there. Somebody do.
Right.
And he might accept some of that Bitcoin from you.
Hey, man, I ain't got a whole lot. I give him 0.00001.85.
It's got potential. Those numbers got potential, man.
That's only enough for a medium fried McDonald's, man.
Hey, man, are you hungry or not, brother?
Actually, I am. Yeah, I might pick up on an offer.
Wildcat, man, we're going to ask you a series of questions, man. We all going to go one by one. Since I'm kicking everything off, man, I'm going to start right here. If you had, first of all, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, here we go.
Right.
If you had a smart and exotic pet, what would it be and what would you train it to do?
If I had a smart and exotic pet, it would have to be a bird. I've always had dreams of flying. Like when I was a child, I had a dream that I was a bird. Man, they always say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I say, I want to be a bird. That way, when I grow up, I can fly away from Harvey. You know what I'm saying? I would train my bird to just, go pick up food for me and fly through the drive-through and order stuff from the speaker and, go pick up my daughter from school. She ain't that heavy. Fly her
She
over.
Ain't that heavy.
Fly her over the freeway so I'm not stuck in traffic. Open up this can of beer. It'd be all kind of stuff. Can I teach a bird to roll a blunt? Okay? The bird have lungs to where he can lick it, or do I got to? I don't know. This bird is going to be my slave, and I'm calling it America. Yeah.
Damn. Hey, you couldn't get a parrot, man, because they got them dry ass black tongues. You don't want that black tongue touching your blunt, dude.
Right.
Bird might spit.
Yeah. They got a lot of ravens around here. I don't know. Ravens remind me a lot of cats I used to run from back in the day. Look at this dude. He looked like Charlie right there. Charlie. No, he's a different bird. He ain't got to be white, but he ain't got to be black. Okay?
Hey, man. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. With that, we're going to move on to the next question.
Yeah, I respect that. All right, this one
Go ahead, Jeff.
You know what? Hold on. Before you go, Jeff, it's a lot of times where I feel like, we have feedback and stuff after questions. But that was so thorough. I ain't really
Me neither. I didn't have a follow-up joke.
It was funny. It was logical, and it seemed like it was possible. It was doable.
Yeah.
Like it was based in reality, but also creepy as shit. So like I really didn't have anything after that.
It was detailed. I could visualize it.
Yeah.
Right.
I did see that bird picking up baby girl. Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck is Charlie at? Like, is he around
Charlie
here?
to me is 6'2". You know, I just visualize the Charlie dude at 6'2" like that. Hey,
You know, we only got 7 birds in Harvey, so like,
I know, right?
Man, right.
And they all related too. Those birds, it's the Harvey.
The inbred.
Yeah, the inbred.
Poultry incest.
The hills have eyes, birds.
Oh
man.
my gosh! Come on with two wings and whatnot.
How we get to avian incest though? Like
Avian incest. All right, let me go to the next question because we about to get off.
Like, save us.
Yeah. All right. So this one has to do with legacy and community. What do you feel?
Nice transition.
Yeah, legacy and community. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta switch it up off the jump, man. You never know what to expect from Wildcat. So,
Right.
What do you feel? It could be multiple things or one thing. The most challenging thing, or things that's concerning the Black community, and how does that tie into your legacy?
When I think of my legacy in the community, I think of the Black family and the state that we're in collectively. I say that because we often, as men, we take care of our homes, but as men, when I say that, we don't always include everybody. So I feel like it's a lot going on in the world right now where we need to really focus on the Black family and push our feelings aside, our emotions aside, and really focus on the kids and really try to, you know, make our ancestors proud of what we've been through as a people, man. You know, that's what legacy means to me. When I go, did I set my children up? Do they have a different state of mind? Did I make them question things that I didn't? You know, did I make them better? You know, will they represent me in the world? You know, and I think we have to do that more as a community than just in our homes. That was the beauty of growing up the way me and John did. It was a family. We knew everybody on the block. You know, you got in trouble 3-4 times before you got back home. You know, if you needed something like to actually go and get some butter or some sugar, like we could do that. You know, knock on your neighbor's door today. If you know, if it ain't cool, they're gonna be like, man, if you don't get the fuck out my house.
Yeah, they may pull a gun on you.
So, man, I'm all about the Black family. I'm all about family first. But I'm a big history buff, man, and our legacy. We don't know our history. So, you know, it's kind of hard to figure out where you're going and you don't even know who you are. And when people talk about it, they like, I'm tired of talking about slavery. I'm tired of talking about this. Well, what have we learned from it? You know, Martin Luther King Day just passed. I don't know. I started to ask my daughter, what did she learn about Martin Luther King? I'm scared of it. She may say, who?
right.
You know, I mean, they didn't have virtual Martin Luther King Day in school, you know, with COVID. So I think regardless of what we're going through, man, we need to pause and take a second to look at our families, man, and save what we can, fix what we can, and replace what we can't.
Man, that
Well
makes so
said,
much
man.
sense, man. You know what? We all have a responsibility, man. We really do. We were talking about on a previous show, talking about the distractions that occur, specifically in America. Like you mentioned, MLK Day just passed, but I don't recall seeing much about it being broadcasted. And of course, most of the kids are out of school now. With the washed down history that they are taught, they're not even being taught that now. You know, the focus right now is so much on so many other different things, and with everything that's been occurring, with what happened January 6th, with the Capitol building being seized and everything. There's so many different distractions from our history, our heritage. At some point in time, us as parents, us as influencers of our community, if we don't continue to resuscitate our Black history, and culture, if we don't continue to give it life, we stand the chance of that eventually dying out, man. So very valid point, Wildcat. Very valid point. Fellas.
Yeah, I think. I'll go ahead,
Go
JD.
ahead. I was just going to say that I think that our focus for so long has been on assimilation and not on, being proud of our heritage and being proud of, where we came from. Having to, focus so hard on trying to be accepted that we lose track of who we are as people, who we are as individuals. We're trying so hard to be what everybody else wants us to be when we don't even know who we really are. And I think that that's why it's important to bestow those, traditional Black values on our people, on our family, and on our children, because it starts with us. As much as we want to act like we have gotten past the point, most of us are only probably 3 to 4 generations deep into this country, period.
Yeah.
And I mean, like that, everybody talks about how other nationalities have had a head start. Yeah, it's a big head start. We have to make up that gap. We have to close that gap. And I think that the only way that we can close that gap is by assimilating to some degree, but also knowing where you came from and also being proud of where you came from. Not necessarily even hearkening all the way back to our African roots, but being proud of who you are as a person, and being proud of your parents, being the type of parent that can inspire your child, as opposed to somebody who has a child that succeeds in spite of their parents. I think that it's great to have Black men on a show like this, and to be able to be funny, but to also jump at a snap and be serious and talk about issues like this. So I'm just glad that we had the opportunity to do this, because it we don't always realize it, but you don't know who's listening. And there's always more people listening than you believe.
Yeah.
Well said, man.
I almost started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you covered what I was going to say. The only thing I was going to add to that is like just really making sure we teach our children self-worth, and to believe in themselves, and having a high amount of self-esteem, like really having that, teaching them to be internally motivated, and to really appreciate and love themselves, because I think that's one thing that's lacking in the world, and just lacking overall about, people tend to try to find validation with a lot of external things. And a lot of times that happens because they don't have that solid foundation, being from a parenting perspective or from a family perspective, of knowing your worth, knowing where you come from, and those internal motivations. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. That dude.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up here.
Okay.
So I do not want you to mention your landlord in this one here. So if you had $1 million, how would you spend it?
I had $1 million. I would definitely buy some Bitcoin.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I would
3 or 4 of them.
I would buy a dictionary and really define the word resuscitate. I'd get that in there, and if it wasn't for dead people, I'd be like, resuscitate? What the fuck? This nigga's a genius. Resuscitate. No, I'd build some low-income housing, because as a comic, I'm like, I make too much money to be in low income and not enough to live where I want to live. So I want to build something for people in the middle. You understand?
Middle income housing?
Huh?
You want to build middle income housing?
Middle income. Come on, that brother's thinking, man. He's
Yeah,
thinking.
man.
Okay.
Something decent to where you ain't got to worry walking through the hallways to your apartment, man. But I would do some low income housing or mid income housing, and I would build a school, like a performing arts school or something. Outside of like the speech team and the YMCA, we had nothing for performing arts in our area. And I knew a lot of the guys that were on the block, like they used to help me like get off the block. Like, dude, you got a talent, you funny, you should do this and do that. So I know if there was something like that somewhere to where we can turn these class clowns into professionals, I think that'd be dope, man. You know, we could teach them tap dancing and singing and, you know, all kind of stuff, man. That'd be fancy. You know, now that marijuana's legal, we could have some type of cultivation classes, some type of rolling, mastering things. There's a lot of wasted blunts out there, and I could change that.
Rolling papers 101.
Yeah, but just give the people some opportunities, man. That's what's missing.
That speaks to how much of a giver you are, brother. That you know, everything that you name was helping others. So that's wonderful.
You said you're gonna buy a dictionary.
Yeah. You caught that, right?
I mean, you can just go on your phone.
Hey man, you're gonna waste your time trying to make sense out of the stuff I'm saying. Okay, just in case, here's a dictionary right here, so I got one, but I'm just saying, I had to slide that word in there somehow.
He wanted to get resuscitate. He wanted to get that shit off.
Is there a particular dictionary that you have to own with $1 million though? I mean, you've obviously thought about this, so there must be a dictionary at like Barnes and Noble that you've seen. It's like, I gotta have it.
He got his eye on it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a dictionary, but it looked like a Bible. It got that little cord.
The cord on it.
You want to keep your place, you can stick that right in there. Like,
he can't just fuck with normal Webster. Like, no,
it's got to have a graduation tassel on it. But graduated to a whole nother level.
Oh, as soon as I get to resuscitate, that's in the Oz, so you know I earned it.
Yeah, you didn't got about 2/3 of the way through that bad boy.
Too funny, man. It's funny, man, how out of all of that, with $1 million, you know, most people automatically think about what they would buy with it, right? What they would buy for themselves, you know, whether it be a car.
He didn't even go there.
Right. Wildcat didn't mention nothing about himself outside of that dictionary. But that's something that everybody in the household can use. And not only that, but he can gain some knowledge from that and share it with everybody else, just like he did with resuscitate. I ain't gonna ask you how to spell that though, but that just shows.
It too. It was bad. Some C's in that motherfucker. Some C's in there.
Some C's in there.
Oh, C's up there. It started off with a C, huh?
I said Reese's.
I have another question though. You said you want middle income housing. Isn't that like the suburbs? You're gonna build your own suburb then. That's what you're saying.
Hey, but
I'm gonna build my own Harvey. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like you got to do better than Harvey though. Like
I don't think that's hard to do though.
It's probably not, but it must be. It's not hard to do, but it must be real difficult to do because ain't nobody else done it yet. Like real Harvey is real fucked up right now. Like
all you need is one cop and one street light that goes off at 9 p.m. And then after that, you just need land.
Hey, why you joking? Seriously, at nighttime they only have 2 cops on duty.
That's why I said
at nighttime.
In Harvey,
only 2 cops patrol.
They actually go to Country Club Hills to get cops to come through every once in a while to patrol because they only got like 1 cops.
And they just let go some dispatchers, man. After COVID and everything, they let go dispatchers.
Yes.
So,
that's scary, man.
Yeah, man. Yep. Both JD and Jeff are from Harvey as well. So,
and one of my friends, if somebody broke into his car, he called 911. He said, "Hello, Arnie's." Oh, I'm sorry. Arnie's Pizza. I got forwarding these calls.
Damn, man.
Some tiny dude showed up with a gun. Like, what happened?
they fucking multitasking, man.
How the fuck you gonna file a report and get a slice on the same call.
It probably wasn't even a pizza spot. It was an idle hour spot right across the street. All you hear is booty cheeks clapping in the background.
You call the police like my front trim got knocked off, and then you go to the corner and get some trim.
Hey, that's the whole idea. This is the corner where you don't even have to leave. Like you get everything you need right there. They should have built a hotel across the street.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
You never have to leave though.
It would be going down.
That would have been filthy, man. Oh goodness.
Harvey, stand up.
Yeah.
Lay down. What?
Stay down.
What kind of hotel you building, Harvey, right now? A Motel 4?
A real
Motel 4.
HOE tail.
Yeah, to come in.
They come in. With a U.
And a K.
Keep your socks on hotel.
We'll keep the socks on for you. Fuck the light.
Oh, you better keep the socks on. Matter of fact, we got a trampoline by the door. Jump on that, get to the bed. There's another one. Jump on that, get to the toilet.
Damn. A hotel, you get even dirtier getting in the shower. Is that what you said? Don't use the shower, you will get dirty.
Come on. They got that dirty Markham skating rink carpet.
Used to be tan, now it's green.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, man.
The TVs have HBO and Spice.
Oh my god, man.
God dog. JD, man.
Yeah, JD, what you got for us, man?
I don't know. I don't know how to recover from that, man. I got tears in my eyes right now. It's hard.
Man, we're only halfway through, man.
Yeah, I know. All right, Wildcat. If you had to explain the internet to a caveman, how would you break it down? I got my ways, but I want to hear your ways.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect translation. Perfect translation.
I understood all that. That must be
I believe that caveman was from the northeastern part of Uganda. Yeah. Yep.
Damn, did you take a class on that, man?
Yeah.
Did you give a class on that?
From Geico.
Man.
They learned that from Geico, that dude.
That's the Geico. Remember the caveman? You know,
See, the thing is,
they had Wildcat teaching them cavemen the commercials. That's how they got on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we come with questions and stuff, and we have all these questions written out and stuff ahead of time, and there's a certain level of expectation that you have when you read a question off, and that shit was just not what I was expecting. God, it's so good.
He's blowing these shits out the water, man. I don't
So
even
good
know.
though.
Oh my god.
See, that's genius level right there, bro.
Yeah.
Wildcat.
Thank you.
Wildcat.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. What advice would you give yourself at the age of 15?
15. I had my permit. I had access to a 1987 Chevy Cavalier.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I would tell myself to slow down, boy. You got a lot more time than you got gas. I would I would tell myself, hey man, you got this. I would tell myself that you so smart, boy, sometimes you stupid. I would tell myself to take more risks. I would tell myself to have more fun. I would tell myself to separate the people that I thought were my friends from my family. I bunched a lot of that together. I would tell myself that in 2020, you need to buy toilet tissue out the ass. Okay?
Pun
Ain't
intended.
nobody gonna know why. Just buy the shit. Okay. Gloves. Okay. Hand sanitizer and shit. Like rubbing alcohol. Just get that shit because you ain't gonna find it nowhere. I would tell myself to brace myself because I would soon have 3 beautiful children that would teach me so much about myself that I like actually grew up with them.
Wow.
I would tell them to stay strong, 15-year-old boy. Stop going to them gang meetings.
That's real.
Yeah.
At least that was back when they actually had, meetings.
Yeah.
Productive meetings,
You said they're doing Zoom gang meetings right now?
No, I'm saying they're not meeting at all. They just,
But man, my internet keep messing up, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, your camera ain't going, Joe. They're gonna steal me another computer. Damn.
That sounds about right.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds about right.
Shit, man.
You know what's crazy about being 15 though, man? Like I feel like if somebody told me exactly what my life was gonna be to this day, I wouldn't believe them. I really wouldn't believe them. Like I would feel like my life is either gonna be drastically better or drastically worse. Like I don't know which one. I'm not exactly sure which one it would have been, but it would have been either way better or way worse. But I feel like a lot of times that when we were younger, we didn't look at adulthood as what it actually is and how mundane it can be, and how day to day it can be, and how it would make me look at my mom and my dad in a totally different light, man. Just a totally different light. How I looked at them as that they were these enforcers, but in actuality they were more so like everybody talks about being a provider, but that's exactly what they were. They were out there doing what they had to do to make sure that I was okay. And you come to appreciate that on a totally different level as you get older. And as a 15-year-old, I totally wouldn't have got that. Just not, I wouldn't have understood that at all. And that's one of the beauties of having the blessing to be able to grow older, is to be able to finally understand those things and those words and those lessons that your parents were trying to teach you when you were 14, 15, 16, 17. That made no fucking sense at that point in time, but they make all the sense in the world now.
All the sense.
Yeah, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah. They try to keep us from running into them brick walls, man. But sometimes we had to get scuffed up to realize that it hurts, you know what I'm saying? And not to do it again. So that's what's up, man. That dude, back on you, bro.
Oh, it's back on me. All right, Wildcat. Let me give you one here for the entertainment industry here. So who would play you in a movie about your life and why?
Who would play me in a movie?
Yeah. Who's that starring role?
It's this guy, man. He did a lot of independent films.
Don't say Brian.
The Union and all of that. Brian the Wildcat Smith. That's who I would pick.
I heard of him.
No, you know what I would do? My son it looks just like me, so I would have him play the younger version of me.
Yeah.
I would have my daughter play my sister because she kind of looked like me. I would pick a rising star, man. I would search the internet. I would find that dude that need that shot. And then I would surround him around other people if I could, famous people.
Yeah.
People like that. I could see Dave Chappelle being like my dad or uncle or something.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I could see like a Bill Cosby type dude being like, that granddad. I would put together like a Harlem Nights typecast and do that. I thought the question was like, if I would like, what movie would I want to play? But those are the people that I would want in my movie. If I could like write a movie, I would like recreate Quantum Leap and make it black and call it like Algebraic Steps. and like with the same concept, but I would like go back in time and I like be like trying to tap Dr. King, like, hey Joe, they gonna shoot you, man.
They got the drop on you, nigga.
Like, why you like they chasing you? Why the hell would you get a hotel room with a balcony, Joe? What the fuck?
Fuck that balcony.
Yeah, I would do something like that. And I'm playing around, but I would mix humor with something. I would try to go back and change shit and save shit. Like they'll be getting ready. Like Trump parents would be like meeting for the first time, and I just walk up and fuck dude up, just beat his ass,
Cock block him.
fuck him up, and just terrorize his ass and say, "Don't ever fuck her, don't ever do it." Run away. You know, it'd be shit like that I would do, like those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you need to write them scripts, man, because that's my CTV right there.
Yeah. That's actually something I'm working on. I probably shouldn't have said shit until I was finished because people watching it, but that's my concept, man. I think that'd be dope. I think we can educate people in that, throw a little humor in it.
Yep.
Imagine me popping up all these different places like Obama, Joe. I know you're gonna be the president. Your hair gonna turn gray as fuck. You sure you want to do this? You know, sure you want to give up them Newports? You know, like really go back to those moments. I kind of warn people, let people know, man. You know, I'm from the future. I'm from 2020. Y'all don't know shit about COVID. You know, like really go back, and my uncles be like, "So you're from the future? Tell me the numbers."
Right.
You know, it'd be something
Exactly.
different that my family would try to take advantage of. But yeah, that's one of them.
I gotta ask though, Bill Cosby is your granddaddy?
Yeah. And he would be, look, I did not put anything in those bitches' drinks. Okay? It's bullshit. Okay? I'm not trying to put my fat Albert into anybody's birthday without consensual. I had to write a name on the pudding stick. And put the stick in. Well, I can't do all of that right here. But free BC.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Oh my goodness, man.
I like all that.
He answers the question so complete. We don't
have no
go to the next one. Like normally we run with him, but it's so top to bottom, man. Like,
Hey, one thing.
I had a lot of time
work
to
together.
think about shit, you know.
Yeah, man.
Why would Dave Chappelle and Bill Cosby work together? Because that would probably be a volatile set, wouldn't you think?
Man, can you imagine that though?
can't have any scenes together.
Right.
You don't think so?
We have to-
Oh, the way Chappelle talked about Cosby a few years ago, that
yeah,
made
you have to figure that shit
man.
out.
Yeah, he did.
Cosby, man, he don't tolerate disrespect, even if it's not direct, man.
I mean, but okay. He don't tolerate disrespect, but I mean, if it's the fucking truth, like goddamn, at a certain point, you gotta be like, yeah, you fucked with them bitches. Like you really did. You really put some shit in their drinks and was trying. I mean, like, okay, can we dive into the psyche of Bill Cosby real quick?
I don't want to.
Okay, we going there real quick.
Wait,
Like,
old
it's-
Bill
it's
Cosby or
one
young
thing-
Bill Cosby? There's
it's one
there's
thing-
levels of Bill Cosby.
True. But I mean, Bill Cosby at the height of his popularity and his fame had to be able to pull a solid 84.7% of bitches that he hollered at. Like a
Easy.
solid.
I think that's low, JD. I think
No,
that's
yeah, I know. I'm purposefully
Being conservative.
kinda low.
You're being conservative, right?
But right, I'm being conservative on it. But he thought it was more fun to roofie bitches and take the pussy. Like, it takes a certain type of person to be on that type of level, and that makes me a little nervous. And I mean, like, I feel like there's a lot of people in the black community that we sort of give a pass on things and we have to I call them caveat people. Like we gotta have a caveat about like Bill Cosby was a great comedian, but he was spiking bitches' drinks and fucking them on the low. Like that it's
bro. I do comedy. I'm in entertainment. That's what everybody do in entertainment. You know?
Is it really? Oh, okay. You gonna let us behind the curtain?
Everybody now? Oh, damn.
I'm not saying it's everybody, but you gotta understand. We really don't really know what happened. I just know that there's no way that Bill Cosby has to rape anybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's even worse because he was choosing to do this shit. Like he got off on it.
Come on, man.
He likes to see him passed out. He's like, I like to see him naked and not doing nothing. You know what you do? Do something like that. Do an impression of Bill Cosby with a woman out the game.
I ain't buying it, bro.
He could have easily just asked, but he decided to sprinkle some shit in they drinks in order to be able to get his fantasy off in the way that he wanted to get it off.
Listen to that.
Like, I don't know if I either really respect him for doing that, or I despise him for doing that. I don't know which one yet.
He was the original Salt Bae.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Hey, I got the back, Bill. Hey, and I heard Bill Cosby in jail. Well, I don't know if he's still in. I don't know.
Yeah, he's still in there.
He ain't get pardoned.
Yeah, but no, it was like he in there kicking it. Like the motherfucker, this Bill Cosby. Can you imagine if Bill Cosby was your celly? Come on, man. Like, nigga. Baby. Doing all the stuff on the show. And come on, man. What's up with Rudy, fam? No, Lisa Bonet shouldn't have never did that movie. You was right. She shouldn't have did that naked shit. Yeah, man, Bill. I'm never want to get out of jail now. Shit.
Well, what about the dudes who sag their pants? Because you know he's gonna go in all day, every day.
I don't think he's gonna be as adamant about it inside.
Yeah,
as he was outside.
Pull up
yeah.
your team.
He not gonna keep that same energy.
Nah,
Guys, he might. He don't have no care.
Hey, look, it go to impromptu question in regards to what we're talking about, Wildcat.
Mm-hmm.
If Bill Cosby was in one cell and he could whisper through the vents where the person next to him would be R. Kelly, could hear him in the other cell.
Oh no.
What would they say? What would a conversation or what would one comment be between each other?
R. Kelly would say that his body was calling. And Bill Cosby would say, hang up the phone, nigga.
Sounds about right.
That's good advice. That's good advice.
Yeah, hang up.
JD, man.
Yeah, please get us out of this.
I mean, do we have to though? I mean, I got a theory that R. Kelly, or I'm sorry, that Bill Cosby is actually R. Kelly from the future.
Ooh.
I got a theory. I'm not gonna go into it now. We need a whole nother show for that.
Like,
but
Back to the Future, but Back to the Right.
It's funny the shit you come up with off the top of your head. But anyway,
that's why he's that dude.
All right, I got a question. If you weren't in your line of work, what would you desire to be? And this isn't like what you would want to be, it's what you would desire to be, which it's two different things. Like I want to be rich and famous, but I desire to be a porn star. Like those are two different things.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
You coming clean.
Yeah, the subtitle of this show is Revelations. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that. Let's talk more about that later, brother.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you.
Yeah, very interesting.
I would desire to be a pilot. I would love. I have a thing with flying, but I would love to be a pilot, and because it's like pilots are like that's like the coolest shit ever. When you're a kid, you see them, they got shit on their arm. You know, when you walking in, they're like, hey, you like, man, don't kill us. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do that and just like have my own plane and shit and be flying over Harvey. Like, see, I did it, motherfuckers. I did it.
Flying over Harvey.
Yeah. Dropping candy and shit for people. Tacos and Italian beef, hot peppers,
Chitlins and shit.
pizza puffs for everyone. I forgot the mouth sauce.
I forgot the mouth sauce.
Shit, my shoes. Shit. Hey man, you couldn't do some cups with that.
Oh man. Killing people with flaming hots with cheese on.
Oh my god.
Walking Taco Tuesdays.
God, dog, man.
Wow.
Could you imagine the velocity of damn chicken wing coming out of an airplane, hitting somebody in the head?
That's definitely deadly.
With mild sauce, that add extra like 5 pounds to the velocity, right?
Boneless wings. We'll do boneless.
That make all the difference right there.
It does. Well, see, I told y'all Wildcat was smart, man. I dig it. Jeff.
All right. Do you have any talent that you consider useless?
Man. You know, you watch the movies when Bruce Lee will fall on his back and then kick himself up.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You can't do that?
No, I could. I could use. I used to be able to do that. I just had an injury. I can whistle my ass off for no reason.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Here it go. Yeah, I dig it.
Okay.
The high note.
Yeah.
Anything but Wildcat, Wildcat, Wildcat.
All right.
I dig it, man.
I was about to call you out if you didn't go for the high note on that second verse, but you hit it. So like, all right,
I'm whistling house music in the shower.
He whistling. I beat that bitch with a bat.
Can you whistle the percolator?
Damn, boy.
whistling house music.
Hey, that's not useless. You can do something.
Fire. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've never
the
heard
whistling
house
DJ
music.
from Harvey World.
Yeah, fuck whistling Dixie.
Hey, wait, Dixie Highway.
Whistling Dixie Highway.
Whistling Dixie Highway. I like that. That is genius.
Where the fuck is DJ Chip when you need him?
I know, man.
Damn, boy.
Good times, man.
Oh man.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Wildcat.
Whistling Dixie Highway. I think we got man.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna give it to us today, man.
Yeah,
I was expecting the unexpected today.
Yes.
For real.
I think I needed this.
Yes,
I
sir.
really needed this. I think we all needed a good laugh.
We did. You always get that, man. So it's time for me to ask you a question here, and then we'll be wrapping it up very shortly.
Do we have to?
Man, a lot of fun tonight, ain't it?
Yeah, good time, man.
Yeah,
Good time.
man. Yeah. All right. This is a question that we like to ask every single guest that comes into the show, Wildcat. I like to do it in my own little personal. It's like a Morpheus / James Earl Jones / Johnny Dangerous combination of how I ask the question. So I'm gonna bring it with you. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. The blue pill or the red pill? The blue pill allows you to change one thing from your past, and the red pill allows you to alter one thing in the future. Which one and what or what would you change? He put his shades on for this one.
I would take Anderson. I would take Morpheus. I would take the red pill. And the future that I would change the mindset of our people and give them pride and dignity. I would change the mindset of the Jezebels and tell them that if you take the wig off and stop sewing in the sew-ins, your edges will come back.
Say it again.
They'll come back. Get you some blue magic. Get you some coconut oil. Get you some rosemary oil. You can do it. But I gotta change something about the future. I say, baby, I know you know it's hot outside, but look at your feet. You should have on some shoes. No sandals for you, baby. Your second toe just doing too much. Stand back. Look at me. I'm gonna finish. You know, there's some things I want to fix about the world. I would fix it. I would change. I would make sure that all overweight people really know how to cook. I would give that to them. They should know that.
The gift that keeps on giving, right?
Man.
Good. I would do that. I would change the world, man. I would. Yeah, give me that red pill. Give it.
Yeah. The through line for tonight is that Wildcat is about the people and about helping others, man.
He is, man.
He's real selfless, man. Selfless.
Yeah, very selfless.
Man.
Dave over there dying laughing.
Yes. Good time. Good time.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
I tell you what, man, if you needed a laugh tonight, you got it, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna say this, man. Wildcat, you know, obviously I'm a fan for life. But as you guys mentioned earlier, Wildcat is very selfless. He gives, man. I've always known him to be a giver. In my own personal experiences, he's given in the schools, man. He's come back to Thornton. He's an alumni there, Thornton Township. There's a lot of greats that came from Thornton in the sports arena, in the speech and drama theater arena. Wildcat has been one of those. And I remember seeing him, and Jeff, you can attest to this as well, seeing him at different tournaments, you know, giving back, giving time, putting back into the school system what was instilled in him, man, and giving back to the community and never forgetting where he's come from. Wildcat has done so much. We could sit here and talk about all the different things he's done in his 20-year career. He's given so much, man, and he is one of the types of people that that you want to see get where God wants him to be, where he deserves to be, because of all the work that he's put into his passion. You know, he's believed in this thing, and I know it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy to journey, you know, and I'm sure you could probably write a book on the journey in itself, man. But nonetheless, you haven't given up on yourself. You realize what you do and who you do it for is bigger than you. Your why is huge, man. I've had the opportunity to meet your boys. I haven't met your daughter yet, but I've met your boys, man. And man, you got a beautiful family, brother. You have a beautiful family, and they have a lot to be proud about in their father. You're a true father. You illustrate that. You know, you see kids online. you're there to push their careers and their desires and their passions, man. I've just seen your life and the life of those you love and the life of those that you've reached out to and touched. I've seen it blossom, man, and it really warms my heart. Like I said, I'm inspired by what you've done. You know, I look at you as an example, as a mentor, as an ambassador, a comedic aficionado, man. And I'm so very, very proud of you. I've told you that before, man, but I personally get on my knees and pray to God that the world gets to know who Brian Wildcat Smith really is and puts him on the platform that he deserves to be on so that he can share his gifts, his God-given gifts, his talents. You made us laugh tonight, man, but there's so much more that you bring to the table than just the comedy, man. Your insight, your intellect, man, your knowledge, your wisdom. You know, you do a lot of reading, man. There's a lot going on in here that needs to be shared and spread to the rest of the world, man. And so it's I take it humbly and gracefully that you even took the time out tonight to come share yourself, your experience with the Jump Off Live tonight, man. We had a really great time, but moreoverly, man, I look forward to what you'll be accomplishing in the future and the lives that you'll impact going forward, because there's a lot of stars, a lot of actors, there's a lot of people in a position of power that don't use their platform to the best of their ability. And I know that you're one of those brothers that once you really get where God wants you to be, you're going to give back so much, and it's going to be so impactful, not only amongst the community, but, you know, the world, man. And so I look forward to that day, man. We are all rooting in your corner. We appreciate you tonight, man. And,
Yes.
Before we close it out, it's another question I want to ask you is, what did you like or dislike about this show? And who in your circle would you recommend to be our next guest?
I like the chemistry of the show. You do a lot of podcasts and people don't know how to let each other talk. You go on a lot of shows and for the most part, everybody's engaged. Yeah, we're working and doing stuff, but you know, see the heads nodding and the chemistry's right, man. I really dig it. I don't like the fact that I didn't get paid nothing, but we didn't talk about that. But no, it's all love. John knew I'm just messing. It's all love, man. I appreciate the opportunity. This really, like, if I could describe this podcast in a word, it almost like resuscitated me, man. Really did.
That's talent right there, man. That's talent. That's talent. Full circle. That's called a callback, right? Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. I'm taking notes
good,
the whole
man.
time. I got bird, I got resuscitation, algebraic steps. Okay.
it's gonna all be in his
Whistling
next
Dixie
stand up.
Highway.
Yep.
Man, you engaged or you're not.
Yes, indeed. Fellas, y'all got anything for Wildcat, man, before we close it up?
No, man, I'm just glad that he was able to jump on and jump off with us, man, because it's like I always say with the people who we have on, it's kind of difficult to book people, to get people to speak freely with you, to rock with us in a way that we try to get people to rock with us, man. And you were able to do that and more. So I'm just thankful that you were able to get on here with us, man, and give us something that we can continue to put out to our 7 fans. And hopefully those 7 fans end up jumping on, to be your 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th, and 11th. Fans. But yeah, so yeah, man, we just glad to have you on, bro. For real.
I appreciate that, man. It's a lot going on with the world. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Keep spreading the love. Follow me on all social media. Is this the social media time? Right
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Okay. You know, some people like, no, we ain't doing that yet, but y'all about to close it out. So if you won't do it now, okay. Yeah. DA Wildcat, all social media, actorbriansmith.com. Look out for Wildcat's Radcast. Man, and just keep supporting each other, man, because we all we got.
Yeah.
Right about that. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah. No, man. You can,
yeah, just much love to you, brother, and continue blessings on everything that you got going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you like everything that you saw here, you can follow us on Twitter at JumpOff Live. We Googleable. You can Google us on your Google machines and type in JumpOff Live, and you should be able to get everything that we do. This isn't the first show. This hopefully won't be the last show. But if it is the last show, we thank Brian for being on for our last show. But yeah, no, we just this is what we do, and I'm happy that we can continue to get amazing guests like we had on tonight with Wildcat.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. And Wildcat, you didn't tell us who you would recommend to be on our show. Somebody you personally know.
I personally know a couple of really notable credit repair specialists. And if there's one thing I know I need the most, we get somebody in here to tell people stop putting stuff in your kids' name. Okay, credit cards are real money. No, I know a lot of people, man. I would bring on like an entrepreneur, a real entrepreneur, somebody that did it from the ground up, somebody that you don't really know a lot about. I got a young lady that's she writes columns for the Defender, I think. She does like a lot of movie critic stuff. That's a good question. I got a gang of people that I would bring to this because I trust it and I believe in what y'all doing. So
man, that's what's up.
That's
man.
like one of the hardest questions you've asked all night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But you got time. You got time to think about it. But I do charge you to get back with us and let us know because you know, Jump Off Live, man. We all about growing, learning, giving back as well. And so we look for well, we know it's only one Wildcat, but we're looking for the next person we see as a superstar to get their input.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we get my son Malachi Smith on.
Let's do that.
He's the owner and CEO of From Mind to Matter 3D printing. He takes your concepts and makes 3D figurines that you can put on your mantle. He's also making car parts. He's working with some people that used to work for Tesla. So Malachi Smith, my son, would be my pick for y'all yes, to see how the young generations of entrepreneurs are taking steps and motivating the people around them that just want to vape and wear tight ass pants.
He into that too? Malachi's into that?
No, my son is my son. He ain't, you know, they ain't real tight. They ain't like, boy, take that shit off tight. But they decent for his age.
Okay. All right. As long as we can't see what kind of change you got in his pocket.
Yeah. As long as you can't count his Bitcoin.
Right.
Bitcoin. I'm feeling that.
As long as you can't tell his pulse is 170 over 80, we good to
Write
go.
that down.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that dude, you got it. That dude been laughing all night.
Man,
Any final words, that dude?
I ain't got nothing right now. I'm just gonna keep laughing, keep going.
That's what's up. Well, Wildcat, man, thanks again for joining the show. We definitely will be sending it to you. So please tweet it out, blast it out, Facebook it out, resuscitate it, share it with the community, man. We will be sending that to you. JD, when we probably had this to him?
Definitely on Friday, man. Friday.
On Friday. So Friday. That's a good day to send all of this out. So we appreciate you, brother.
I didn't say which Friday though, but Friday.
You did. Next Friday. God bless you in all your endeavors, brother.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for having me, brothers. Peace out.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.